This is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking Holy City Brewing Very Friendly IPA. This is the second one of my South Carolina beers. My son brought them back for a vacation down in South Carolina. It is an IPA. They are in North Charleston, South Carolina. ABV is 7.3%, and they got a boatload of different hops in this. We got Warrior, Cascade, Centennial, Chinook, and then dry hopped again with Sorachi Ace and Chinook, and pale and wheat malts. Looked up a little bit about the brewery. It's a fairly interesting story where the two owners, the two guys that started it, typical homebrew, but they were actually rickshaw, the bike guys driving people around, and they started brewing in the winter when things were slow and there wasn't a lot of people to pedal around, and now they got a brewery. So let's give it a crack and see what we got. Well, it's pretty active coming out of the can there, making a mess. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And go ahead and leave comments. Because as I always say, we love talking about beer, but I think beer itself lends itself to conversation. It's one of the reasons I love drinking it, hanging out in bars actually for all my life. But you just meet some really interesting people. Once in a while you run into somebody, but most of the time you run into some great people and really talk about some exciting stuff. So let's take a look at what we got. So we got a nice yellow beer. Just take a look at the light there. We got a nice yellow beer. Very aggressive head on it. Quite a bit of bubble streaming up through it. Slightly hazy and basically bright white head on it. So a little bit more to the yellow than some IPAs, but not necessarily. And looking at the malts, pale and wheat, that doesn't surprise me. Let's do the aroma. Okay, let's do the aroma. And it smells funky and dank. And that's why I gave it a taste. I'm like, don't tell me this beer is churned. It's like wet earth being turned over. Moss. Really, I don't ever remember smelling a beer that has this type of aroma to it. But let's do the taste. So, I got nice malt caramel backbone. Really nice IPA. Really, I mean, dead on. I get orange juice, citrus. And then it finishes, well, it finishes quite dry. But I started to say, it also gets some nice bittering at the back end of it. Some nice bitter in it at the back end. Really, now I've never ever, that I know of, reviewed anything with the Sorachi Ace in it. And I don't know if that's a characteristic of that particular hop. But that really funky, dank earth kind of threw me off. I thought it was a bad batch or a bad infected can. But it tastes nothing like the aroma. Like I said, I mean, again, I get that burst of orange juice in there. Nice sweet orange juice. But not in the old, like, New England IPA style where it's sometimes, I hate to say this because I live in New England and I was brought up in New England, I find them almost too juicy sometimes. Eventually you get to the point where, like, I'm sick of drinking orange juice, I want to drink beer. So, but this has got that nice sweetness to kind of balance out. You go malt, you go sweetness, and then you got bitter at the back end. I think there's a little bit of pine in there too if I dig for it. A little bit of cut grass. Yeah, this is a really good IPA. So, I say a well-crafted, drinkable, nice flavor profile IPA. I would definitely drink it again. I only got one can, but I would definitely drink it again if I was down in Charleston. I would pick some up. Score-wise, it's a solid B beer, 85. Till next time, keep drinking.